It's 15th Tuesday, right? And why is the holiday given? And why do we celebrate this Republic Day? Do you know? Before just 15th 2065, Nepal was a kingdom. What was it? There was a king. Could you remember King Gyanendra? Still he is there. His brother King Birendra and his father means King Gyanendra you have seen till now, right? And King Birendra's photo is still you can see. And King Mahendra, King Tribhuvan, it means the country was ruled by kings. But now the country is ruled by the people, isn't it? That's why it became Republic Day. And on this day, in Anupam Vidyasadan, we are doing smart teaching learning activities. The students, they prepare slide themselves and present. So, chapter 5 is physiological structure and life process is going on. And first part of that chapter is nearly completed. And students were asked to find answer themselves and present in the class, right? Okay, Babu, you just give your introduction and start.
Namaskar and everyone going to Honorable Vice Principal Sir and my dear friends, as you all know, Smith Paryar standing in front of you to see the answer of MCQS. The first question is, what is the group of cells having similar structure and a function called? The answer is tissue. Which one of the following is a union of organs? And the answer is the body system. Which tissue has a big nucleus, thin cell wall, and dense cytoplasm? The answer is meristematic tissue. Which of the following is responsible for secretion of enzymes? The answer is glandular epithelium. Which of the following tissue is responsible for the height of plants? The answer is meristematic tissue. Which of the following tissue it produces latex? The answer is lactiferous. Which special cells are found in the glandular epithelium? The answer is goblet. Which of the following tissue prevents wear and tears of bones at joint? The answer is cartilage. Which muscles form the cell wall of heart? The answer is cardiac. Which of the following carries impulses away from the cell body? The answer is axon. Thank you.
Axon, okay. So, give it to your friend. Now listen, actually in MCQ, how many options are given? 4 options are given, right? Then you have to choose the best answer only. Like first question is, what is the group of cells having similar structure and function called tissue? Right or wrong? Right. And which one of the following is a union of organs? Body system. Which tissue has a big nucleus, thin cell wall, and dense cytoplasm? Meristematic tissue, right? Next one is, which of the following is responsible for secretion of enzymes? Glandular epithelium, right? Which of the following tissue is responsible for the height of plants? Meristematic tissue. Which of the following tissue produces latex? Lactiferous tissue, or we can say lacticiferous tissue. Same name, okay? Lactiferous and lacticiferous. Then, which special cells are found in the glandular epithelium? Goblet cells. Which of the following tissue prevents wear and tears of bones at joints? Cartilage. Which muscle forms the wall of heart? Cardiac muscle. Which of the following carries impulses away from the cell body? Axon. All correct? Give a big round of applause to him. Okay. Did you get this answer? Everybody? Okay. Now whose turn? Whose turn is here to present? Swarnima Maharjan. Swarnima, you please find out where is your presentation. I think this, okay, it's coming.
How to scroll? Sir, how to scroll
No,
this?
no. How many pages have you made? And where did you make this one? No, this presentation, where did you make?
Sir, in
Who's
PowerPoint.
going to make the Google Docs, this and that? You make in that
Sir, I made
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
And then it came docs.google.com. Why?
I don't know, sir. I made in PowerPoint.
Yeah. It has gone in Google Docs.
Namaskar everyone. Good morning. Honorable our science teacher.
What happened? Hello? Huh.
Namaskar and very warm good morning to our science teacher and my dear friends. As you all know, it's Miss Varnima Maharjan going to tell answer of short question answer.
Okay. Continue.
What is cell? Cell is defined as the protoplasm surrounded with the cell membrane, which work as a structure and functional unit of life. What is meristematic tissue? A group of younger cells which have the capacity of active cell division is called meristematic tissue. Define plant tissue. A group of plant cells performing essentially the same function and common to similar shape and size is called plant tissue. What is simple permanent tissue? The tissue which consists of similar cells of only one tissue is called simple permanent tissue.
Why do you press different things?
Sir, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, now do.
Divide complex permanent tissue. The tissue which are made up of different type of cell are called complex permanent tissue. Write a function of xylem. It conduct water and mineral from the root to the leaves. Write a function of phloem.
Phloem, okay.
It transport food from leaves to different part of plants. Name the tissue whose cells are arranged on the basement membranes. Epithelial tissue is the tissue whose cells are arranged in the basement membranes. Write a function of
Dendrites.
dendrites.
No, you are pressing somewhere else because that.
Sir, I didn't
Okay.
even touch. They receive
Try to come this side and explain.
They receive impulses mostly from the axon of another neuron. Which epithelium form the inner wall of the blood vessel? Cubical epithelium form the inner wall of the blood vessel. Which connective tissue form the bridge of the nose? Cartilage tissue form the bridge of the nose. In which animal may tissue matrix be hard? In dense connective tissue, animal tissue may matrix be hard. Which muscle cell is multinucleated? Skeletal muscle cell is multinucleated. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. One thing let me remind, when there is a will, there is a way. Yes or no? So you have got will, you can do it. So if you don't possess any will, you cannot do anything. So this is the way of being smart. Understood or not? So Swarnima, she has brought, I think, all the correct answers of some very short questions, right? Let's check once again. What is first question? What is cell? What is the answer? Surrounded with the cell membrane, which works as a structural and functional unit of life. Okay. What is meristematic tissue? What are they doing? You read it. Capacity of active cell division. Plant tissue. Plant cells performing essentially the same function and common to similar shape and size. See how lovely you have done. So actually, there is system of reward and punishment, isn't it? So if you do the work on time, then who will scold you? Nobody will scold. Yes or no? So it makes you more potential, more advanced, genius. And what is a simple permanent tissue? Tissue which consists of similar cells of only one type, not tissue, only one type of cells are there, okay? Is called simple permanent tissue. Define complex permanent tissue. The tissue which are made up of different type of cells are called complex permanent tissue. Mainly, how many type of cells are present in complex permanent tissue? 4 type of cells. Xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem are complex permanent tissue. Yes or no? Okay. Write a function of xylem. What does xylem do? Conducts water and minerals from root to leaves. Function of phloem. What does phloem do? Transport from leaves to different parts of the plant. What is next one? Name the tissue which cells are arranged on the basement membrane. Epithelial tissue. Write a function of dendrites. They receive impulses mostly from the axon of another neuron, or they transmit messages to cell body. Now, what is last one? It is the last. How many? Only 9 questions were there. Sorry. And this is the last slide. Okay. Which epithelium forms the inner wall of the blood vessel? Cubical epithelium. Which connective tissue forms the bridge of the nose? Cartilage. In which animal tissue? In which animal tissue matrix may be hard? In dense connective tissue, right? Which muscle cell is multinucleated? Skeletal muscle cell is multinucleated. And she has written here, thank you also, very good. Okay, so now it's done. Krijal Khanka. Krijal, please come here. And you do. Smart students, they do themselves. Class 10 one boy, he didn't prepare. And he was acting. Sir, I have seen. People are very smart also.
Can I start?
Okay, please.
Namaskar and very warm good morning to you all, respected our science teacher, Mr. Anupam, and my dear friends. It's me, Krijal Khadka, and I have got a task to do 5 long question answers of chapter 5, which title is Physiological Structures and Life Process. And my long question answers goes like this. Say why is cell known as the structural and functional unit of life? Cell is known as a structure and functional unit of life because it carries out all the metabolic activities within our body. It is basic unit of life due to which it is possible to perform the different kinds of activities in our daily life. Next one is how are cells, tissues and organs interrelated? Various types of tissues are grouped or arranged into an organ and the organ system. For instance, human respiratory system includes organs such as the nose, pharynx, the larynx, the trachea and the lungs. Next is mention in short about apical and lateral meristems. Answer is the meristems which are present in growing, that the apices of the root and shoot are called the apical meristems. And next is they help to increase their height. These meristems are embedded in the permanent tissues and are laterally located. Example, core cavium of the roots and the stems. They help to increase their girth and or diameter. And next question is mention the types of plant tissues with their major functions. Types of plant tissues. Meristematic tissues help in growth of the plant. Permanent tissues help in simple. Permanent tissues are also of simple permanent tissue and their storage and manufacture of food. And complex permanent tissue will be conducting tissues which are known as xylem and phloem. Next is special permanent tissue. Their main function is secretion and they are lactiferous tissue and glandular tissues. And next is write in short about parenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, it consists of thin wall living cells. The cells are usually oval or spherical. Main function of parenchyma is to manufacture and store food. Sclerenchyma, it consists of dead cells with thick cell wall, mainly responsible for providing strength and mechanical support. It provides rigidity and saves from collapsing. And my question answer completes in this way. Thank you and have a great day.
Okay. Good. Thank you very much, Miss Krijal Khanka. There is one saying, if one person tries to do work, then it takes long time, isn't it? If the work is divided into different groups and subgroups, it becomes quite easy. Our exercise is quite lengthy. If work is given to only one person, can he or she do that on time? No. So what did I do? I divided whole exercise into 9 to 10 marks. Means according to the question pattern and weightage of answers and marks, I gave the works to different students. 9 marks questions were given to youth, 9 marks questions were given to Swarnima, and 10 marks questions were given to Krizal, right? So, I think here is
that
the
is
question.
mistake
While
type.
written, why is cell known as the structural and functional unit of life? This question is of 2 marks. How much marks? 2 marks. So, cell is known as structural and functional unit of life because it carries out all the metabolic activities. Here, metabolic activities means respiration, excretion, digestion, reproduction, etc. Within our body. It is a basic unit of life. Without cell, no organism can survive, due to which it is possible to perform the different kinds of activities in our daily life. Okay. What is question number 2? Please read. And organs interrelated. How are cells, tissues, and organs interrelated? What is the answer?
Various types of tissues.
Various types of tissues are grouped, arranged into an organ. Right? First of all, you have to say different group of cells they form a tissue. Group of tissues they form an organ, and group of organs they form an organ system, and group of organ systems make an organism. Yes or no? So, what is the base? The base is cell, and their group is tissue. Tissue can perform special tasks, and group of tissues they form organ. They do one particular task. Then group of organs again may form the organ system. Their duty is also specific one, isn't it? So without cell, there is no existence of tissue. Without tissue, there is no existence of organ. Without organ, no existence of organ system. And without organ system, no organism. So, what is very much essential? Tissue. Then what is next? No, first cell, tissue, organ system. Okay. Next one is in short about apical and lateral meristems. If you draw a diagram, it's much better. Understood or not? What to do? Draw diagrams as well. So meristem which are present in the growing region at the top or tip of the shoot or tip of the root. They are apical. They help plants to increase their height. Okay. While sometimes typing it will be mistake also. Here it become HIGST, it should be HEIGST. So they were doing this and that. These meristems are embedded in the permanent tissues. This meristem means this lateral meristem. Lateral meristems are embedded in the permanent tissues and are laterally located. Core, cambium of the roots and stems, you have to write from here. And they help to increase their girth. Girth means diameter. Thickness is increased by lateral meristem and height is increased by apical meristem. Height, apical, thickness, lateral. In plants, not in human body. Okay. And what is next one? Mention the types of plant tissues with their major functions. Already done here. What are the different plant tissues? Meristematic tissue, permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, what is the function? Growth of the plant. Yes, they are responsible for growth and they help to increase the diameter also. You mentioned their lateral meristematic tissue, right? They increase the diameter. And permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue, what do they do? Storage and manufacture of food. Storage, okay. Complex permanent tissue. Conductive tissues, they transport water and food within the plant body. Special permanent tissue, they mainly secrete, what is the secret? Latex, some juices, wax, milk, etc. Write in short about parenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, what is given here? It consists of thin-walled living cells. The cells are usually oval and spherical. Main function of parenchyma is to manufacture and store food. See, bases are given or not? Sclerenchyma, what is given here? Consists of dead cells with thick cell wall, mainly responsible for providing strength and mechanical support. It provides rigidity. It means making it strong, not flexible. Flexible means can bend. Okay, rigid means hard and safe from collapsing. Give her a big round of applause. Okay, that was a presentation by whom? Your name must be changed.
I sent 3 times from my own handwriting, so I did from
Oh, why? Why is that? Oh, okay, wait. I think it must be here in spam. Result count kya? Long questions, right? It has gone in spam. Yes. Some students it goes in spam. Okay, now who's turn? I think the presenter is ready. Let's welcome on the stage Arina Gobazu. In bagian this.
Namaste and well, good morning to you all. As you all know, it's Marina Gubazu from grade 9 standing in front of you to present a presentation about exercise of chapter 5, physiological structure and life process. I'd like to thank our science teacher for giving me such an opportunity. And now my topic goes like this. Chapter 5, physiological structure and life process. Long question, and I was assigned with some question answers and difference between, and my exercise is like this. How do our muscle and bone coordinate in our body? Bones and muscles coordinate in the body through a system known as musculoskeletal system. Muscle attached to bones via tendons and contract to produce movement. When a muscle contracts, it pulls on the bone, creating movement at the joint. This coordination is controlled by the This coordination is controlled by the nervous system, which sends signals to the muscles to contract in a precise. Muscles work together to facilitate movement and provide structural support for the body through a system. Nervous system, motor units, antagonistic pairs, proprioception, leverage, and mechanics. These systems ensure that bones and muscles work in a coordinated manner to perform complex and precise movements necessary for daily activities. Write those features of animal tissues which are different from plant tissue. Those features of animal tissues which are different from plant tissues are mentioned below. Animal tissue is a group of cells in animals that have a similar structure and functions. These tissues are specialized to perform specific tasks in a body, contributing to the overall functioning and maintenance of the organism. The animal cells are broadly classified into 4 major types. They are epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue, and connective tissue. Epithelial tissue, its major function is protection, secretion, excretion, and covering. Epithelial tissue are also classified into squamous pavement epithelium, which major function is protection and filtration, cubical cuboidal epithelium, protection, secretion, and absorption, columnar epithelium, secretion and absorption, glandular epithelium, secretion of mucus, saliva, earwax, milk, enzymes, etc. due to the globule cells present in it. Muscular tissue. It is responsible for movement. Skeletal, they are also classified into skeletal muscular tissue, smooth muscular tissue, cardiac muscular tissue. Skeletal muscular tissue is responsible for voluntary movement of our body as well as locomotion. Smooth muscular tissue is responsible for digestive system movement, respiratory system, urinary system, reproductive system, eye function and glandular secretions. Cardiac muscular tissue helps to pump blood in different parts of body and it is present in heart. Connective tissue. It connects and provides mechanical support to different tissues and organs. They are also classified into proper loose connective tissue, which is responsible for the covering of internal organs and body cavities. Hard, dense connective tissue. It connects different tissues and provides mechanical strength. Fluid connective tissue. It provides nutrition, helps in internal transportation, and prevents from diseases. Nervous tissue. Center of sending and receiving nerve impulse. Describe the union of tissues and organs in the respiratory system insert. Union of tissues. The union of tissues, also known as the tissue integration or tissue union, refers to the process by which different types of tissues come together and work in coordination to form organs and systems within an organism. This integration is essential for maintaining the structure and function of the body. The union of tissues is a fundamental aspect of biological organization that enables the formation of functional organs and systems, ensuring the survival and proper functioning of an organism. This integration involves structural support, functional coordination, nutrient and waste exchange, repair mechanism, and the formation of complex organ systems and organs in the respiratory system. The respiratory system consists of several key organs. They are nose and nasal cavity, which filters warmth and humidifies air. Pharynx and larynx, it assists in swallowing and vocalization. Bronchi and bronchioles, it branches of the trachea that further conduct air into the lungs. It is the main organs for respiration where gas exchange occurs. Alveoli, tiny air sacs within lungs where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged within the bloodstream. And here is the difference between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue is the group of young cells which have the capacity of active cell division, is called meristematic tissue or meristem. Permanent tissue, the group of cells that have lost the power of division and are differentiated to carry out various functions, are called permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue is on the basis of their location. Meristematic tissues are classified into three types as apical, lateral, and intercalary. Permanent tissues are of three types. They are simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue, and special permanent tissue. Meristematic tissues are found at growing tips of roots and stems. Permanent tissue are found throughout the plant body. Meristematic tissue is responsible for growth and development, while permanent tissue provides structural support and storage. Difference between xylem and phloem. Xylem is the major cells of this tissue is death. Phloem, major cells of this tissue is living. Xylem is responsible to conduct water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Phloem, it is mainly responsible for transportation of food from leaves to different parts of plant. Xylem is also known as wood because it is all the tissues here, all the cells of this tissue is dead here. And phloem is also known as bast. Xylem is made up of four kinds of cells. They are trachyte vessel, xylem fiber, and xylem parenchyma. Phloem is made up of four types of cells. They are sieve tube cell, companion cells, phloem fiber, and phloem parenchyma. Saying this much, I would like to end my presentation here. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Yes. So, this presentation is made with full interest. Understood, Anand? And I don't know, how long did you take to prepare this, Arina? How long did you take to prepare this? 45 to 50 minutes. Anyway, now what do I do? This presentation you are going to write in your copy, okay? Now be ready. Except Arina, rest of others do. Arina, you can continue other works. So these children just I will point out this one. You can do it. Okay, question number K. is given how do our muscles and bones coordinate in our body. Please, you just copy this one. Others also I will show you. Okay, is that clear or not? So work must be done with full interest. Take out your copy and check these answers.